and then all of a sudden it's like, oh Jesus! That's
Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Don't touch
something
it!
we should know.
Oh yeah.
Should we call this episode 69?
Poor Leroy.
Anyways, hi everybody. My name is Frank. I'm your host this evening, and as always, I am joined by Bad Leroy Brown, baddest producer in the whole damn town.
That's right, because I'm the only producer in this town.
That's okay. Only producer in the baddest town.
Probably.
And then our dear friend, Mr. Joe.
Dear friend.
Aloha.
Ole.
Too bad he'll be leaving us after this episode.
Yeah, Joe is departing the northern Illinois area.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, no shit.
I am migrating south.
I wish I could. Can I just like? Well, no. I was gonna say if I can hide in some luggage, but they don't actually make luggage that would fit me.
I could strap you to the top of the truck.
That'll work. Dude, wait a minute. Don't they have those luggage carriers that look like aerodynamic tops to vans? I wonder if that would fit me if you kind of cut like the bottom out so my ass would just kind of duck down.
There's room in my truck. You just sit in the
Yeah.
It has more than one seat.
He's driving. He's
don't
not going on a plane.
anything.
I don't want to pay for anything.
Yeah.
I just want to be a free passenger. Just line me up with like tubes of fluid going in the thing while we're driving, so I could just like suck on pop or something. Just don't piss in it because that would suck. How's it going up there? You filled my water jug with piss. That would suck.
What the fuck?
But anyways, yeah, we've been a little gone for a little while. Life kind of gets in the way of things, but anyways, to start it off, don't forget to go to masterbastard.com. You know, they keep mentioning us too in their podcast.
They actually do their podcast.
I know they're right.
We got lazy.
Go for it. Yeah.
Got lazy.
So first of all, I just want to say that Joe brought something, especially for the Walking Dead fans out there, and if our friend Meredith is watching, maybe she should tell her husband. You brought us a little show and tell there, Mr. Joe.
I did.
Please show us and tell us so they can bask in the Walking Dead glory.
All right, the first one over to my left.
Okay, yeah, it's in there.
That's
Okay.
it?
Is it in there?
It's in there.
Is a brick. Not just any normal brick. It's a brick from the collapsed building next to where Morgan was living in his stronghold days. If you remember where he made all the traps for zombies, that's actually part of the building.
That's the episode where Morgan comes back.
Yeah.
In season 4, was it? Because they were already in the prison. They were going out to get supplies, and then they came across this portion of the thing.
Yep. And to my right, which is right next to it, is a rock. It's a very special rock. Mm-hmm. I would like to thank, before I say what this is, my buddy Chris and all of our buddies, friend Chris and friend of the show.
Thank you, Mankey.
Who went to Atlanta and brought this. That is actually from the Gate of Alexandria, right beneath it.
Yeah.
So it's actual Alexandria, right in front of it.
It's just and pick it up and show them how huge that thing is, because it was supposed to be just like a pocket-sized pebble.
Yeah.
That thing could bludgeon somebody.
It is.
Cut my cord.
Yeah.
Jesus. It is a serious piece of.
The other one's not in the view now.
There's no please in here.
I'm just saying.
Well, I don't want to cut your
I'm
cord.
just joking, man.
Yeah.
And Joe was gracious enough to get me a little piece off of the Morgan brick.
Yes, that's some mortar.
This is forever.
I'm jealous now. I don't have a piece.
You can have a piece.
I was going to say, just flick it and the
rolled
piece
my
will
eyes.
fall off.
I rolled my eyes.
But I will add this to my coveted bag of memorabilia.
5 years down the road, he's going to look at this. He's going to be like,
What the
the hell
fuck?
is this rock?
No, I'm gonna write it on there.
You're gonna bag it and tag it.
Our friend Kurt went to Chicago a couple years ago, well, quite a few years ago now, when they were filming Dark of the Moon, Transformers. And he brought me back a piece of foam concrete.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from one of the explosions. I guess they just fill a whole bunch of air cannons with the stuff and just blow it out when the explosions happen. But when you look at it, it really looks like it's a piece of concrete. Like, I thought it was going to be heavy, and it's nothing but foam. You just squeeze it. So he got me that and a piece of glass from one of the taxis that one of the Transformers stepped on.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
Sad thing is, the foam was probably more expensive than just blowing up regular rock.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, absolutely. But they're filming downtown Chicago with massive windows in front of them.
Yes.
So if they blew up any of those rocks, shit, man. They have a bad enough time in Chicago with the falling ice on the buildings in winter,
Yeah.
you know? So, but that's a really cool show and tell, Joe. So thank you for bringing that, because as soon as I saw these, I needed a towel. It was good. Yeah.
Things to get excited about.
I asked for a pebble. He gave me a boulder.
Well, tell him what he did, though. I mean, he started digging.
Hey, he started digging. It was only like, this big showing. He's like, oh, that's a good, decent size. It's a rock. It's not just a pebble. And he's digging. And he's like, when does this thing end? He's like, well, come in. And he kept going. It's this big, massive thing. And then he shipped both of them back.
Was it in that box?
Yeah.
How much was shipping?
I don't even know.
You might even say it on the label.
Yeah, it
but
should, actually.
Whatever.
I'm just curious to see how much it would ship to fucking hard-ass things. They're heavy, man.
No idea. It has a big H for heavy on it, though. So, I don't know. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I'll
Very
put it right.
awesome.
Actually, I do have a little case. I don't know if I ever showed that to you. Actually, it's in my shadow box thing I have with the chainsaw from Evil Dead.
Yeah.
But it's a little case with rubble, and that's part of the chimney from the cabin in the woods. Yeah, I got that a few years back.
Cool.
So maybe I'll take that out and display them all together.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to display them.
Well, like I said, try an acrylic case, because what you can actually do with that, especially the mortar one, the brick, take a little bit of hot glue and secure it to the bottom of an acrylic base, and then just put it around it, because the hot glue is not going to take away from anything on that.
Sure.
It's not going to damage it at all. It's a fucking brick.
It's a brick.
So it's going to be secure and it's going to stick.
Cool part is I'm going to Atlanta in the next 2 months. I'll be traveling between Delaware and there for 2 months. So when I'm there, I'm going to be going back to these places myself. I'm going to get a freaking railroad spike from Terminus if my life depends on it. I will jump the fucking fence and get a fucking railroad spike from Terminus.
Get arrested, too.
It is private.
Have a police report.
It is private
got
property.
arrested on Terminus.
It is private property, but
If it were me...
I'm stealthy like Ninja.
Yeah, right?
You go in the cover of darkness, they'll never know.
The cover of darkness. You come in with night vision goggles. I'll let you use my night vision goggles from Modern Warfare
I saw
2.
that.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare. I think it was just Modern Warfare.
No, it was either... It was 2, I think, because the first Modern Warfare didn't have anything. It wasn't...
Which one had the remote control car?
That was
2.
Black Ops.
Oh.
Yeah, Black Ops was the RC car, because that's when they came out with the RC perk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you had the goggles. What did 3 have? 3 had a statue, I thought, like a snow statue. Or that could have been Black Ops 2. Maybe you're right, Lee. I wonder if 3 was the RC car. I don't know. We'll have to look.
Didn't one of them have a drone or something?
Yes,
Yeah.
one of them did have a drone.
That's just cool.
I can't remember which one that was either, but they were all pieces of shit. I mean, they were all garbage. People are getting rid of those RC cars on eBay for like $10. They don't want them. They're just junk. They're
This
garbage.
stuff is never as good as it looks.
Nope.
World at War, Call of Duty World at War, when it first came out, the collector's edition had a flask in it. And it was actually a really nice one, like engraved and all that kind of stuff. They fucking glued the top shut so you couldn't open it and use it. It was useless.
Because they didn't want to encourage alcoholism.
There you go. So I took it back, and
it's a wonderful world we live in.
When I took it back to Best Buy, the guy's like, "Are you sure you don't want to keep the flask?" I'm like, "What the fuck am I going to use it for? It says Call of Duty on it. I'm not going to put it in a china cabinet to show it off. It's useless. So just take it back, because I don't want it." So, but collector's editions of a certain game that we're going to get at later get me all sorts of giggly and excited. But what do you think we should get into some quick geek news for right now? Kind of start this off a little bit. Puppet Master. You're going back 80s now. Okay?
30 years almost.
Now, the original Puppet Master is a good movie. It's watchable. I don't know if it holds up as much, maybe to us, because when we were younger, that's when it came out. But, come on, man, that makes me feel fucking old.
It does.
Jesus Christ.
These creepy little dolls.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason I never actually saw any of the Puppet Masters. I hate dolls.
That's a big fear with a lot of people, yeah.
Did you not watch Chucky then?
I did, but I don't know. That one I always thought was cartoony.
Yeah, Chucky never did anything
kind of
for
campy.
me. Yeah. You know what? I never even got scared at Friday the 13th either. I just thought it was almost to the point of comical because the kills were so awesome, right? I mean, Kevin Bacon taking an axe to the face is just beautiful.
I used to not be able to watch Poltergeist because I would come home from school and my sisters who were teenagers would come home and they would watch it like every day with their friends.
Mm.
And that damn doll clown would fucking come on the thing and scare the shit out of me, man.
Turning its head. Just
I still don't like clown dolls because of that. Fucking creepy.
Ooh, I should not ship that present I was sending you to your new house.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time. I remember my sister and my brother, they took one and they put it, I was working at Blockbuster, I was still in high school. I'm working late and I get home at like 2 in the morning, did inventory, and I go walk it in there and I'm like, get undressed and everything, the lights are off, and I flip open the covers and they put this lightning machine light thing from the 90s, you could get those for trick-or-treaters.
Oh, yeah.
And this stupid clown doll with a retractable arm with this little wand, and man, I was swearing. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, what? Fucking clowns.
Oh,
Stupid God. Sisters.
The one scene that really freaked me the hell out in Poltergeist was when he was shaving. When he started to shave his skin off. And it started dripping in the sink and shit, and it looked like meat.
That was a creepy movie.
Jonesy brings up a good point. There's a trailer for a new clown movie that's going to be coming out, which looks freaky as fuck.
Isn't that the remake of It?
No, this is totally different. I think I can't remember what it's called. I should have looked it up. She just brought it up though.
Some killer clown thing.
Yeah, but it's almost like a cross between Killer Clowns from Outer Space and The Purge.
Sure, it's not one that's is it called Clown?
No, that's an Eli Roth movie, which is coming out soon. But that's about a father who rents. It's called Clown Town. She just put it on there. Clown is an Eli Roth movie where a father rents a clown suit. As far as I know, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure that this is the plot. He rents a clown suit, and when he puts it on, he can't take it off. The clown suit actually attaches to him.
Weird.
And it turns him into a cannibalistic clown that eats children.
Oh, what was this on? They just did this.
How do people create this shit?
No.
It's weird.
It's Eli Roth, dude. I mean, that guy came up with the bat scene in Inglourious Bastards, which was fucking amazing, by the way. But he also came up with Cabin Fever and Hostel. So the mind of this guy is in dark fucking places anyway.
I think this was just on Supernatural or something along the lines of like a possession type thing. Because these costumes were getting possessed because someone was murdered in high school. Something weird.
It's a plot that's been done before in a couple of different things. You know, there's visions or versions of, even in TV shows, people getting possessed by a jacket or a hat or something like that. Shit, even Aqua Teen Hunger Force on Adult Swim did it a couple of times. One was with a shirt, the other one was with a wig. You know, so but that clown one looks particularly scary because the guy tries to eat his own son.
Jeez.
Huh?
And it's fucking freaky. But this one, this Clown Town, it really reminds me of Purge, where these people are in a no-win scenario, and these people that are coming after them are in clown makeup and just fucking with them so terribly.
I can't take clowns seriously after Baskets now.
I haven't seen Baskets, and I'm really got some reservations about it.
It's odd, but it gets real good at the end of the season. And he says he's a French clown, so every time you say Clown Town, I hear Clown Town, and it cracks me up inside.
So you can't go wrong with Zach Galifianakis in anything.
I am a clown. He's not even the good part.
No?
Louis Anderson as his big mother, like woman. playing a woman, his mom.
Okay. What?
Unbelievably funny. It's so.
All right, I'm gonna have to check that out. Man. That's on.
He's just a woman wearing muumuus, man. It's freaking. Every time he says something, I'm cracking up. It's so great.
I will have to look at that because Zach Galifianakis has a very singular wit.
He plays two different characters in this.
Oh, does he?
Which is surprising. They're very different. It's pretty interesting.
I just watched The Campaign again the other day.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, man.
There's not, you know what? There's
so
not a
good.
lot of. Once the gimmick of like Hangover was done, for me, Zach Galifianakis wasn't very funny. The Friend shows are pretty funny, but I always thought he was semi-retarded. But
Yeah.
watching Baskets, you see he's got a lot of depth and range.
Oh
that
yeah,
you
I'm
don't
sure
see.
he does. Yeah.
But the beginning of it was a little like kind of depressing and everything. But once the characters develop and you get a relationship with it, it's pretty freaking good.
I think. Well, like I said, he's got a singular wit to him, but his humor is very Tim and Eric style, right?
Not
It's-
not as
Not
crazy, but,
crazy. No, not as way far out as that. Hey, White Junks, you're watching our stream from Maryland. Thank you for tuning in. We
love
appreciate
Maryland.
that. Yeah, very nice. But it's not as extreme as Tim and Eric, but it's one of those types of humor that if you don't understand it, it turns you off because you just don't.
Dude,
like
half
you
of
can't
this-
get it.
half of the stuff on there is just like, what the hell are they doing? But
Yeah, that's
unless you're drunk, then that shit's just crazy hilarious.
Fuck yeah. So see, that's you write the shit on it. You got to be on it to enjoy it. So yes, welcome, White Junks. We appreciate you tuning in.
That's a great name, by the way. White Junks.
Yes, junks are white for everybody. Well, no, they're not. Once you go black junk, you never go back junk. I gotta sneeze, and it's like right on the tip of my nose.
Just don't do it into the mic.
Yeah. That's gonna be loud.
Chew!
That's it.
If only he had like a little mouse, I was like,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
That came out of nowhere. I apologize. Excuse me while I do that.
You just gotta train yourself to do a little. Chew.
Oh, I can't do that, man. It's like when I stretch, I'm yelling when I'm stretching. Like, oh, I go full out, bro. Veins popping, face turning red.
I usually swear when I sneeze.
Yo, oh, dude.
It's a big loud sneeze, spit goes everywhere, and I'm usually like, fuck.
Shit, White Junks just said, yeah, but it tastes better on a cracker. Oh! Bazinga!
Hey, you fit right in, man.
Yeah, no shit. Or woman. Or both.
That's true.
Maybe.
Or both.
Hey, dude, hey, you never know. It's okay. It's
I just-
acceptable.
You had to cover everything.
You got
Hey.
to.
You either a woman or you're a man.
There
Oh,
are
well, yeah.
hermaphrodites.
You do remember that one
Yeah.
time on Destiny when we were
Yeah.
playing with Nick, Mr. Duncan, and he was flirting with
shit.
that one guardian who was a female and had a female name, but it was a dude.
Yeah,
And it wasn't just a dude; it was a dude transitioning to be a female. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. So
We call those pre-op.
Duncan, if you happen to listen to this, that's for you, buddy.
He's
Hey.
not.
Well, at some point.
At
Yeah,
some
at some point.
But yes, okay. So Puppet Master, it's.
I'm down. I will watch it.
I'll watch it too.
DVD.
Yeah, I think it's not one that I would want to go to the movies.
me and my
to
dad might go see
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Me and my dad used to watch these movies, so.
and then Joe and I were kind of hinting at this before the podcast too. Is like it's not a Phantasm. It's not going to be a Phantasm, which was an excellent horror movie, by the way. The best horror movie that they could do with a silver ball. You know, that was the whole point of Phantasm. Is this? What did they call the old guy, the tall old dude? I think they just called him the Gray Man or something like that, or the Tall Man. I think it was the Tall Man. But he had this sadistic ball that was possessed, and it would come out with these knives, and it would just randomly appear this shit and put a corkscrew in a guy's forehead, and it was really cool. It was a good suspenseful movie. But the Puppet Master, that's too tongue in cheek. I don't see how they can do it seriously and actually get away with it.
Well, it is the age of redoing things, so who knows?
Yeah, because
I think
Hollywood
it'll be
doesn't have
good.
a fucking
I think it'll be good.
fresh
You
idea.
never know. Ghostbusters movie could be
Yeah.
better than the originals.
Hey, I'm giving it a shot.
I'm
man.
gonna watch it. Not
I'm
in
gonna
theaters,
watch it.
But
I am
unless
definitely.
you guys
gonna
are going, then I'll go.
watch it. I'm going.
I know. Well, never mind. You won't be around.
But
I might be around.
yeah, you never know. Don't jinx it before it
It's
happens.
only a plane trip away. It's not like falling off the planet. I'm just going to live in a tropical paradise.
There you go. Okay, this one I'm actually really excited about. I'm a huge Lego fan and a huge fan of this movie. Older people will remember this. If you're younger and have not seen it, go fucking rent it right now and go see it. Johnny 5.
Short Circuit.
Short Circuit, yes, thank you.
After the first one, it was all right, but
The second one was still good.
second one's
Oh,
still
I love
good. The
those
third
movies.
one was like,
yeah,
come on.
they're great. They're so great.
Love those movies.
I mean, first of all, you can't go wrong with a robot that's named Johnny 5.
we could never pull off that movie today.
No, not at all. They would CG it to the point of garbage.
Now they would actually have a working robot.
Well, yeah,
Kids
after the
take
Force
things
Awakens.
Oh,
Seriously
never mind. That
these
was a
days.
working robot back
Yeah.
in the day.
What'd you say, Joe?
Kids take things a little too seriously these days.
Oh, yeah, they do. For sure they do. But then Steve Gutenberg, man.
Need input.
Speed
I was
input.
reading the books real fast.
I'm
I'm gonna actually go home and watch them tonight.
Yes,
Think
go
about
see
it.
those movies. But Johnny 5, I Am Alive, could possibly be a Lego set.
It's one of those things that have to be voted on.
Yes,
Yeah.
which people do every single year. And if you haven't checked out some of the submissions that people have done, you should really go to lego.com. Some of them are fantastic. Last year they had a whole bunch of like Jurassic Park sets that were up for consideration. They had a DeLorean from Back to the Future. They actually had 3 versions of the DeLorean for each movie, each different movie. They've had World of Warcraft stuff, but I think Mega Bloks has that franchise, so I don't think that they could do
I
that.
keep getting back into that damn game.
No shit.
Crap out,
They had
come back.
Tron stuff. What the hell?
His BB-8.
BB-8
text
moving around
message
over there?
notification.
Sorry, I'm totally.
It's already
like,
been approved.
sniffing.
It's in review now. They
Is-
already had their 10,000 followers.
See, that's awesome. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be. I mean, you can make it yourself if you have the parts. Like you can.
No.
You can. Yeah, you
can't.
can. You listen. You can look. People, regular Lego builders, master builders, can look at that picture and just start picking off parts, extra parts that they have around their house and build them.
I guess because that is a demo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
So,
already
but you
made.
could still. I mean, just by looking at it right now, I can see that there's like Technic pieces that I already have in this set that I could use to build this thing. The pieces are really recognizable, and they're small enough to where this thing can only be maybe, God, I don't know, 5 inches tall probably. It's really tiny. It's not
That's
that
what she
big.
said.
Ah, well, in my case, that would be true. But anyways, so I really hope this happens. I was really disappointed when they didn't let some Tron Legos go through the last time, because there were so many good submissions for light cycles and fucking light jets and even an original Stark. You know, that was some good stuff. So high hopes for this, but definitely go check out Lego. There's always something for everybody in there, and they always have. They've been doing a lot more curved pieces and stuff like that, so they're starting to get into the higher quality items that collectors would want, right? Not just Star Wars, but this goes for anything. They do
I would actually buy that.
the Johnny 5.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah, dude. That would be a
And
great
collect
piece for
Legos,
like it would be a great piece for the top of a computer. You know?
I think they might
Conversation
actually
piece.
have a Johnny 5 action figure.
I wouldn't doubt it if
Recently
they
made.
did. They probably do.
Yeah, wasn't it used to be? It was like, it was kind of big, if I remember right. It wasn't like
Yeah,
like a little action figure.
We were talking about. I think somebody made this before.
It'd be cool to get like make a drone, a Johnny 5 drone.
I want
That
the
would
Johnny
be kinda
5
cool.
laser.
That'd be
Yeah,
sweet.
that'd be awesome.
That would be kind of cool. Speaking of drones, I mean, they've made just about everything a drone now.
Yeah.
But they've got the full line of starships from Star
Brought
Wars.
my BB-8. Could have drove it around.
Oh, yeah, man.
Just put it right here. It could sit there and beep boop. And done.
Ah,
I have watched
well,
the movie with it twice.
I can't wait to. I want to get it so bad.
I even streamed with it. when I
gotta
first
watch
got
it.
home. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I was watching it. Yeah, it was like a 30-minute stream.
Yeah.
I was watching from minute 1 to end, man. I was like, oh, this
He
is
reacts
great.
to certain parts. You don't have to do anything. Just put it on the coffee table.
He sees himself on there and he goes nuts.
He goes, "Rrrr."
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And he'll look at you too. Like he'll search for where you're sitting and look, like turn to actually look at you.
the BB-8 knows where the phone is. So if you walk away with the phone, it looks and sees where
It
you're at.
follows the phone.
If you're in the cradle. As soon as you
That's
plug it
cool.
into the charger, it starts looking for wherever the phone is too.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like bobs and beeps around at you. It's
so
cool.
cool.
That thing is totally worth
Just
it.
in case if you guys didn't know, we were talking about the Sphero BB-8 that came out.
Yeah,
with
the little
Force
guy, you can
Awakens.
get it.
Yeah, they're
like
like
$100
price dropping
now.
like crazy right now.
How much is it now?
Dude, it's like last night seen it was like $130.
That's
$100
what it started.
Well, it does
out
go
at,
on
I
sale.
thought.
No,
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 I had it on
130,
sale
yeah.
for 139. It's usually 149 or something.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because I hear they're going to release a full size one.
I would buy it.
You know, well, you've got the room for it here, though. What I couldn't
Do I
get
where?
anything like. There's perfectly room right over there. There's like room all over the place here.
There's no room in this place anymore.
There's no room in my house, man. Are you kidding
the
me?
studio is full.
This thing is full, yes. Of
Plus,
crap.
there's the go-go dancers. I mean, you can't misplace them.
I told you, where's my money, motherfucker? Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of. Yeah, he did look like Wally. Well, actually, Wally looked like him, but yeah.
Yeah, I
It was like
think
a,
that they,
I think it was like a tribute thing to like Johnny Five.
yeah, they took the tread design,
Well, even the head.
especially,
The head
yeah,
was
even the
like-
head, the way that the eyes rotated like this, and the flaps for the eyebrows and stuff.
That was a good movie too.
You know what? That movie made me cry, man.
Everything makes
I was just about to say,
It
most
made
things
me
make me
cry.
cry.
Anyways,
It did.
moving
just-
on.
I cry at fucking movies. What do you want?
Moving right along.
Okay, all right, moving along. All right,
Sally.
the ultimate selfie stick.
So stupid.
Please tell me somebody out there has seen this video. There was something that I watched today, and I watched this before you even brought this up
I
for
hate
the
selfie
show notes.
sticks.
I know. I can't stand them.
Yeah,
It's so...
these people created the selfie stick that's actually got two slide-out lights from behind the phone. Okay,
Oh.
and there's fans attached to the
So that's the
sides of
handle,
these
on
lights.
the handle.
Oh, the fans
Yeah,
are on
the
the handle.
handle.
And you push the button, and the handle extends by itself, right? And the lights click out. And they basically created it to sit down next to people who were taking selfies to make them realize how ridiculous people taking selfies are. Okay? Now, I usually don't take selfies. On occasion, I will. Not very often at all. Not enough to warrant a selfie stick. I will not use a selfie stick for taking selfies.
I take selfies because no one loves me enough to take a picture of me.
Oh,
Not really. I just have the perfect length arm.
you do.
That
You're-
it looks like no one's... It doesn't look like I'm taking a selfie.
No, it doesn't, because you got ape hangers for arms, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's not all that
You
is.
gotta, you gotta raise your arm up over your head and lick your own titty.
They don't call me Gorilla Joe for nothing.
So White Junks was saying that he cried watching Howard the Duck,
I love that movie.
and then he's like, aren't they making a reboot? Well, they are. That scene that was in Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes.
was the kickoff to.
But it's the comic book version of Howard the Duck,
Yeah.
not the George Lucas movie version of Howard the
No,
Duck.
I mean, that's
it's
fine,
a bit-
though.
yeah.
That's okay.
Well, but though there's big differences between the two, because the Marvel Howard the Duck is a cigar smoking, hard drinking, swearing,
Yeah.
nasty dude.
Sounds like another R-rated movie to me.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm telling you, if they came out with a Deadpool style, I'd be in. I'd be in wholeheartedly for sure. You show me a duck that's going to shoot a rocket at somebody and explode him? Fuck yes, let's do it. Totally down for it. But the Lucas one was all just happy-go-lucky alien. You know, that movie sucked, man. It was bad.
I'd use it as a back scratcher.
Yeah.
He wasn't kind of a dirtbag in that too. Just an '80s version of a dirtbag.
Yeah.
I mean, a dirtbag today is like the Antichrist in the '80s.
Yeah, no shit. But back then, he was a punk rocker.
That's what it
essentially.
was.
Yeah, he was a little bit on the goth side, right? A little bit.
He was a fringe duck.
Yeah, he was anti-establishment a little bit until you told him you had to do it, or you were gonna kill him, and then he's like, okay, no problem. You know, so a real pacifist, essentially. So I would use a selfie stick for maybe making a personal video if I was explaining something, if I was showing something behind me, or if I
Homemade
needed a little
porn?
bit of distance. Huh?
Homemade porn.
They're used a lot.
Well, that too, But I would need a selfie stick that was only like that big. Because the phone would have to be so close to the equipment to see it. Moving on.
So you wouldn't need a selfie stick. You just hold the phone.
Welcome, Logie Berra.
I mean, I would like them to have wide-angle lenses. That'd be kind of cool.
Apparently, the next iPhone iteration is going to have one of those. There's a phone now that I think it's either LG or Samsung produces that has a real super wide lens camera on it, specifically for selfies. Which I think is fucking ridiculous. Honestly, I think it's LG.
I was trying to finish my rotisserie chicken. That's awesome.
I love rotisserie chicken. And I love you, Logie Berra. That's awesome. Okay, enough about selfie sticks. We don't want to fucking talk about
Yeah,
selfie
this was
sticks
just
anymore.
quick news, not
Yeah.
let's
it's
get in
okay.
a conversation about it.
Another useless conversation that we're going to have right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Tetris trilogy
Are you serious?
with an $80 million budget.
Come on, man.
It's ridiculous.
You're going to tell me that they're going to do a Tetris movie, yet they're not going to do a remake of Dune? Go fuck yourself, Hollywood. Please.
I don't think it truly do Dune right.
If the right people got a hold of Dune, they can make it epic as hell.
The cult classic was good because it was nothing like the books, but the books are so deep and detailed.
Yeah.
I still don't think people could handle that kind of stuff.
That's one of the few books I've actually ever read.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
But
Dune.
it's one of those. I would love for them to do it right, but
Like I said, if you get it in the right person's hands, they could do it right. If they gave it back to David Lynch, if he said, and I'm totally going to do a Ralph Garman impersonation of David Lynch right now. If you ever gave me Dune, I think I'd do it. That's that's pretty much what he sounds like. I mean, he's so monotone and just like this. It doesn't care. He doesn't have any emotion in his voice. He'll do Dune. Whatever. So maybe he could do it, but whatever.
If they didn't bring back those like vocalizer gun things, though, I'd be heartbroken. And those aren't in the book either. So I totally seated him because I knew he couldn't resist making this sound.
No. It goes like this. It goes like this. The Fremen chant. Okay.
Engage nerd.
Shai Hulud. I am such a fucking nerd, man. It's just one of my favorite movies. If it's not Star Wars or Star Trek, it's fucking Dune, man. I love it. It's just such a great movie. For me, it holds up. A lot of people, it does not. It's not that great. Even I admit that there's a shit ton of flaws in that movie.
Are you related to Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Why?
Because apparently they think you look like him.
Let me tell you something.
Maybe a distant cousin.
I'm gonna get this beer. We'll drink it. I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up. Because I don't like the way you're looking at me.
I wish you was Stone Cold Steve Austin. We'd have a bigger studio. And a better studio.
Stone Cold doesn't like attitude. I've actually never done a Stone
Perhaps
Cold
Senior Clean.
impersonation before.
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean, yeah.
Oh, not Mr. Clean. The Spanish version.
From fucking Robot Chicken. Mr. Clean does it right. Sometimes with my penis.
That does fit him. That does fit you.
We're going to start calling him the
I
Spanish
could
Mr.
do.
Clean.
Hey, if they did
Senior
a
Clean.
remake of Dune, I could be Baron Harkonnen, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding? I would love to
have to
levitate
grow
and
your
have
hair
my
out
gut
again.
hanging all out. What?
You have to grow your hair out again.
No, he didn't have much hair. He got away with a little
In the
bit.
movie, but in the book,
In the book, he's got real long
very
hair,
flamboyant.
Yeah. Yeah. Fade. Lovely fade.
Cooking all up in my...
Fade. That's his performance. I forgot that name of the actor in that, but his performance in that movie was fucking chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see now this is why you have to get the Dune DVD, and then we'll move on. Okay, don't get the Blu-ray release of Dune as much as you would want to. Don't get it because the DVD version, if you can find it now, the Steelbook case has both versions of both versions of the film. There's a 3-hour version and like a 1.5-hour version.
I can't remember the last time I bought a DVD. Ugh, hard copy.
Got shivers.
Digital only.
But the extended edition, the 3-hour version, has him has Harkonnen pulling out that heart plug from the young guy,
Yeah.
which is cut out of most versions of that film because it's
Yeah.
a disturbing scene.
Yeah, I remember seeing it as a kid, and it was like I didn't understand it.
Yeah,
Just
well,
look
it
at-
kind of fucked me up a little bit. I mean, you're pulling out a plug, and there's meat coming out with it, and then just blood coming out. You pulled out a heart plug, man!
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a very dark movie. There's a lot of shit behind it, but I tell you, man, I can recite some shit from that movie.
I just watched it the other day. It was on cable.
Oh, God, you can't watch that cable. No. Dude, that's like watching
It was on-
RoboCop on Channel 9.
It was during the day on some premium channel. I don't remember. Showtime.
Premium channel, okay.
So it was all right.
We-
I mean,
yeah,
there was
we
no
can do
commercials.
premium
I don't even think the book's officially ended either.
No, I think it's still
The ones I read were the twins, and that was it.
Yeah.
The twins growing up.
I didn't get that far into it, but isn't Frank Herbert's been gone for quite a while? I think too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while. All right, let's move on. We're not talking about Dune anymore. Shout out to Brian Stillman though. We did have him on our podcast, or actually on our Star Wars podcast, quite a while ago. But he is a super Dune fanatic, so shout out to him. Okay, what do we got next? You already put the Puppet Master in there.
Civil War.
Yes. Thank you. All right, just a spoiler warning. If you guys have not seen Civil War, sorry, we're going to talk about it, but why haven't you seen it yet? Okay, and I know Jonesy hasn't seen it yet, so if you tune out, I can understand it, but in about 10 seconds, we're going to be getting into some spoiler territory. We saw this the weekend that it came out.
Seems like an ages ago.
Yeah,
It
felt like
does, right? It was
forever.
only 2 weeks ago.
It's only 2 weeks ago.
First impressions. Go.
I like this. Don't even do that to me. You know,
Why?
You know, I'm just gonna say the same thing every time. That's good. I liked it.
That's how we spark off the conversations,
That's how I
man.
like it. I liked it. That was it.
You got nothing to say about it.
He never does.
I never do.
I know.
He knows about it.
I don't tear down every detail.
I just like to put him on the spot and watch how uncomfortable he gets.
I have to say though,
He's not the deepest man in the world.
Black Panther was great. His outfit, like his costume.
You just liked how
Yes.
tight his costume was.
Welcome, Pepe Dog, too, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. I was really impressed with Black Panther.
Ant-Man and Spider-Man made the movie.
Oh, hell yeah. And how could you go wrong with an Empire Strikes Back reference?
Yes.
It was fucking
And the way he
brilliant.
did it. It was about some movie
old
with some old
classic
guy. Or
Yeah, did you guys ever see that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back?
Man.
It was such a good call out.
let's wrap the legs and around that big thing or whatever it was.
The big walking thing. Yeah, Paul Rudd is just hilarious. And he almost felt a little out of place for me in that movie at first. But then once he got into the fight sequences a little bit more, he started fitting in more. I
Well,
think.
yeah, because
Yeah,
he's like,
it did feel
scared,
a little subdued
yeah.
a little bit.
Just
The
a tad
character
bit,
seemed a
because
little bit
none of the characters are as funny as he is.
the
Are
random orange
slapstick.
peel comment, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There's something behind that, though.
Because it's supposed to counteract nausea or something.
That's it. Yeah. I forgot. But yes, when he turned giant like that, so cool. That was just coming right out of the cartoons.
Yeah.
And the comic books, obviously, but
Thank God Black Widow was hot again.
Black Widow, yeah.
It's the only reason I go and see the movie.
all right. Pepe Dog asks, "How do you feel about the new Spider-Man?"
I hate his
I like-
fucking eyes.
I liked it.
I loved it. I
Because in
loved
the
it. I thought it was
cartoon, that's
great.
what his eyes do in the cartoon.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Rerolled 88 says, "If the mighty Logandria hosts you, you are worthy." Are we being hosted by the Logandria? I guess so. But if we are, that's awesome.
I thought I would
So
say it
thank
on
you.
our stream, but I guess not.
You would see that because I wouldn't, because I just got the chat open. Unless if you see something I don't. But anyways, no, I love the Spider-Man because they used the same CG technology that they did for Deadpool. So it was really seamless for me anyway. And yes, we are. So thank you very much.
But it's a reference to Logi. Logi Berra.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Logie Berra.
Interesting. Louis, popular guy.
Yeah. I like the kid that they got to play him. I think he was spunky. I think he was cautious. Spunky.
It's a funny
He's
word.
a little spunky. He's a little spunky.
But he
fuck.
did look like the nerd turned like jock almost.
Yeah, he's he's that archetype. He's also the archetype that will stand up to the big guys without having to worry about backing down, right? He doesn't show that fear that he's gonna like. Come on, are you kidding me? If you had to stand up against Captain America, knowing what he
You're
could
shitting.
do,
He's like, oh my god.
yeah,
Hey Cap.
yeah, big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Sorry I had to do this.
I would shit myself if Captain America came up to me and said, "All right, we're going, man. Let's go." I'd be like, "I'm sorry, done." What am I gonna do with a fucking super soldier that's going to tear me in half with his?
But the greatest thing
with
was
his
that he
shield?
could probably hold his own against Captain because he technically is either stronger or
He
That's
did
true.
hold his
That's
own
true.
against
That's what I'm
him.
saying,
Yeah. Pepe says he was a good Spider-Man, but as Peter Parker, I like the original guy better. Are you
Tobey
talking about
Maguire.
Tobey
I
Maguire
hate Tobey Maguire.
well as a Peter Parker.
as a Peter Parker?
Ugh.
No. He was
Okay.
like way too nerdy.
Spider-Man 2, yes.
Andrew
Spider-Man
Garfield.
1 and 3, no. Andrew Garfield, no.
No. Andrew Garfield was Spider-Man.
I
You know,
like
with
the,
the witty
Spider-Man.
jokes
For,
and-
yeah, I like
Yeah,
the
they
Spider-Man
amazing.
version of him was fine,
Yeah.
but the Peter Parker, no.
No. I didn't think
Kirsten Dunst says Mary Jane was not good,
No.
No.
Gosh, you just wanted to slap her.
and yeah, I mean,
Emma Stone,
As Gwen.
she
Right?
was awesome. Yes.
you read the comic books for Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Some
Mary
of it.
Jane was a freaking hottie of the girlfriends of
Oh,
the
I'm
comics.
sure,
Yeah,
she
Kristen
was,
Dunst does not do it
She
well.
was like on another level compared to most of the others,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, yeah.
Kirsten Dunst is not.
I couldn't get anybody else to play it.
I think she's
It was
kind of
gonna be
cute,
a
not gonna
Toby.
lie, but I mean, she's gotten much cuter as she's gotten older, for sure, in my opinion. But she's no Kristen Bell. Yeah, Jonesy loves Tobey Maguire. Okay,
Ugh.
yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I haven't had wet farts more interesting than Tobey Maguire. I can't stand that fucking guy. Fucking ugh.
I'm not a huge Tobey Maguire fan, but even in Spider-Man 2, he was good. That was the best movie out of all of them, in my opinion. Doc Ock was fantastic.
Yeah, he was really.
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I mean, all the CG in
They
it was
did a
just
lot of
awesome.
things wrong in those movies. Period.
Well, they
A lot
did,
of, some
but-
good things, a lot of bad things. in my opinion.
You think he was a great Peter Parker? Pepe Dog says Tobey Maguire.
Well, we
was
don't
a
have
great
anybody
Peter
else to
Parker.
compare him to. Of the three,
The new guy's the best.
Yeah,
The
I'd
new
say
guy's the best.
Tom
I think.
Holland.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think that is his name, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's Tom Holland.
how about Marissa Tomei as what's her name?
Loved it. And Peg.
I'm really.
Oh
tossed
my
between
god,
them
that was so
because
weird.
She's very young,
Yeah.
but she's also Marissa Tomei, so she's really hot. So
But his Aunt May was supposed to be like 67.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Diane Lane is Superman's mother, and
she's pretty old, dude.
No, she's not that old. She's not that old. She's not as old as they portrayed her in other movies. They're going with a younger cast this time. They want
Well,
that.
they're just
younger-
rewriting storylines. That's why.
I don't think it's that though. I think it's because they have a plan on killing some of these people off, and the younger they are, the more impact they have on the storyline.
True.
Right?
It's all about who dies.
And look, Uncle Ben was not in the picture. So if Marissa Tomei is
See,
a
I like
younger
the originals
character,
from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I really liked those.
see, those were old, and that's when they went to the comics. From the comics, they were ancient. I mean, they were old people by that time. But I think that if they're probably going to do a flashback of Uncle Ben in the new Spider-Man movie. Why wouldn't they? Because they've got to establish his death somehow.
Well, it can't be Kevin Costner because he's already busy doing something else. So who else would it be?
He's really busy at making very terrible movies right now. Kevin Costner's got a bad track record, dude.
He hasn't made a good movie in a long time.
Dances with Wolves is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my entire life. After that, tanked, man. Postman, come on, forget it. Waterworld, it was okay. I'll watch it for something to laugh at.
I mean, most of them, I'll watch them. They're not like the greatest movie in the world.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure our opinions differ with Batman vs Superman, though. So let's not get into it.
All right, let's ask our newfound friends: Batman v Superman
See, why's it got to do that?
or Civil War?
You can't go off of that.
You
can't
can't.
go off
That's
of
like
that.
the worst.
Why?
What do you mean,
Why not?
It's not even.
It is the most definitive question that will truly get the people to answer honestly.
There's no comparison. You
How
can't
is there
compare. You
not?
can't choose between one or the other.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Totally can.
Marvel has built their foundation already.
Yeah.
Many, many movies.
This is like a movie. This is like number 12 in the series. Batman v Superman is only like number 3 in the series.
Right.
Good answer, Logie Berra. Civil War, baby.
Of course, Civil War.
Gotta
But you
go
can't.
Civil
It's a bad comparison. That's like, It's like when you're 16. Do you want alcohol or do you want Coke? Oh fuck it! I want alcohol. I want to try that shit.
Okay, all right, touche.
Alcohol's a more experienced for more.
Pepe hasn't seen Batman v Superman. Logie Berra says Batman v Superman. You can watch the entire Batman versus Superman movie just from the trailer.
It's basically true.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that is true. No, I'm gonna say I like the movie.
That's a perfect example of why trailers are failing right now. I think the trailer ruined it.
Trailers have gotten progressively more revealing
Yeah.
as the years have gone on.
And in
for
particular for that movie, plus fuck Ben Affleck. I don't like Ben Affleck at all, but as a huge Batman fan, he did a great job as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, if it is the Batman resident, it's Joe for sure. Batfleck, I don't know. I honestly like Ben Affleck. I don't mind him at all.
I like
Some
the
things I think
brutality
he's
of
good.
this Batman.
Yes,
I
that
like
I
it
have
a
to
lot.
give. He gives it a good force. There's
I like the realism, and I don't mind the gun usage because I think some of those rules are a little stupid anyways. Having read basically all of the comic books for Superman and Batman, I like the realism with all that stuff. But
Pepe, you hate Batfleck. You don't like his face. Logie Berra. He was definitely more intense in this role than I have seen him in a long time in other roles.
the problem with Batman vs Superman, and I've saw it 4 times, is that honestly it should have just been a Batman movie with a cameo of Superman, not the Batman vs Superman thing. You could have cut out the death of Superman and all that stuff, and the Doomsday part, and there's just a lot you could have cut out of it. We didn't need to see the origin of Batman, but you had to. And that is what Leroy was trying to say.
Which I get, yeah.
You got 2 movies that need to be made, and really only one movie needs to be made for it to be really good. But the problem is that they need to catch up.
For sure they do.
And they're trying too fast. They're going too fast.
Yeah.
When you look at this Batman, I like the fight scenes. Felt like I was watching fucking Arkham City or Arkham Knight or something. And he's just tossing dudes around and hanging on the wall. All sorts of crazy shit you haven't seen in a Batman movie.
Yeah, agreed. Sure.
And it makes fucking Christian Bale's Batman look like a sissy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Electric voice modulator a lot better than the breathing heavy.
Yes, exactly. I thought it was definitely more menacing and more it instilled that fear more because there was a deep growling like I'm gonna fuck you slow.
Well, this is supposed to be the Batman that's like tired of shit. Like he's done his job, and now he's not trying to be the Boy Scout anymore.
Yeah,
he just wants to like put the fear into people for real.
Well, at this point in the Frank Miller series, he's basically stopped.
That's what I was just going to bring up too. They're veering towards the Frank Miller darkness of all of these.
The villains of Gotham pretty much been subdued.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a point where Batman is old and he hands it over, and Robin gets killed. You got all these different franchises that are all kind of coming together. So,
well, now with the Suicide Squad coming out soon, that's going to tie into this franchise, isn't it? I mean, they're all connected.
Yeah,
now.
they're all connected.
So we already know that Margot Robbie is going to have an offshoot Harley Quinn movie,
which is fantastic.
Yep, that's already been greenlit, so that's fine.
I'm not a fan of Will Smith as
because they have to show his face all the time. That's the problem.
Well, I want to see that.
That is a huge problem in comic book movies.
That's in his contract.
But in comic book movies in general, that is a huge problem. Why are you always taking off your fucking mask? Why is Thor not wearing his damn helmet? It drives me nuts.
That's a good point. I didn't.
Great, he's got luxurious blonde hair, but what the fuck? Put the helmet on. Give us a
Honestly,
little bit.
I'll be 100% honest. I always hated Thor's helmet.
But you know what I'm saying.
I do. No, I totally do, for sure.
Robert Downey Jr. constantly, he can't have a line unless he pops over
Yeah,
the friggin' thing.
yeah, as soon as he lands,
I
that
mean,
thing's just...
Jesus, dude.
It's off. It's done.
But then, Hawkeye doesn't have a costume at all. And he doesn't have a mask at all.
No, he never
In the comics, didn't he just have a cowl and an eyepiece, and that was it?
No, it was like that purple. It's a pretty gay looking, but I mean, it looked kind of like an Archer outfit. It was purple
Pretty
with
dumb looking.
with a triangle arrow.
It was
looking
like that
thing.
lavender
You're thinking
purple.
of yeah, but the look you're
No,
kind
he
of
just wears sunglasses.
no, dude. That's
another version of Hawkeye.
the newer version. Go
Yeah.
classic DC or classic.
No, if you really looked at the old Hawkeye, you would think to yourself,
Yeah.
really? That's Hawkeye?
even Vision doesn't look anything like it did in the comics. But you can't do that. You can't say, well, it doesn't look anything like it did in the comic books.
Oh yeah, he did have a cowl.
To a
That's
certain
right.
point, sure.
Mhm.
You can't say that, but you can.
I loved what they did with Vision. 100%. Absolutely.
No, I
loved
think
what
it's
they did.
fantastic. I think
Yeah.
Vision is great.
Yeah, Vision's
Um,
one of the better characters. Too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Scarlet Witch is pretty awesome
Yep.
in,
she was great.
Civil War also.
Yeah.
And she didn't need the stupid outfit.
Yeah,
No, she didn't.
Tramp outfit.
It's really cool that, that character could be a strong, sexy female and not have to be in spandex and a girdle and
Yeah.
looking stupid.
And she's an Olsen twin. Or she's an Olsen.
Oh, she's definitely the one who got the good genes.
Yes. Yes. For all those people out there who like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, I'm sorry. I can't.
Wait, what?
She's Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's sister.
Oh, okay.
I said Olsen twins.
It's like
and that
she's
just kind of
not
popped
one
up.
of the twins if she was. What the fuck did happen?
Yeah,
Something. she got a lot of surgery done.
She's the twin that got kicked off the side and came out the wrong chute on the way out. They're like, if you ain't coming out with us, bitch. Fucking kicked her. Yeah, no, I loved how she grabbed Vision and pulled him through the floor, and you saw that struggle of him bending and trying to force it back, and it's almost like in that scene you felt, and yes, that is totally a form of docking, by the way. Check the
so
check the
distracting.
Twitch chat. You'll see. I'm not even gonna say anything. You could see that forcefulness of him trying to fight back, and her just not wanting to put him down.
And she's still not at full power yet in the series.
Exactly.
so-
Yeah, she's
yeah.
still
Well,
figuring
neither
out her
is Vision.
stuff
Vision still doesn't really know what he's doing yet either.
because they were just created essentially within what 2 years of these
Yeah.
events or something like that. If I could be wrong on my timelines, but still, they're new, and they still had a vision of Quicksilver in there. There was a quick snippet of him in a flashback. So
Well, yeah.
going forward now, obviously the next big movie that's going to come out is definitely going to feature Wakanda. That's probably the first thing that they're going. The first place they're
Black
going.
Panther is gonna be next year, I think. May
Yeah, I think so.
or November.
Yeah, Jonesy would like to know what docking is, so you could feel that question.
No, please. It's
Okay.
not.
I know what it is, but his way of telling it would probably be a lot more.
Should it? Okay.
Interesting.
Well, it's not.
Close your ears, little guy.
Yeah, earmuffs. Earmuffs. Okay. So when you're playing pork swords, right? All right.
swords.
So
Cling, 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 cling.
no.
I play it all the
I
time.
don't know how you play pork
sorry.
swords, but the way that it goes is more like ting 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 ting. Okay. So you take
Touching
the
Indians.
yeah touching tips, just the tips, and then you take the foreskin of one and pull it over the other. Therefore, ergo, vis-a-vis, etc., you are docked.
And when you pull apart, usually
Like a spaceship.
Yes,
Makes that
because
kind
you
of
get or sometimes you can actually get the Chinese finger cuffs effect, to where when you try and pull out, the suction just sucks it in just a little bit more, and you can't pull it out.
Why do you know these
until
things?
this is why
someone
we have to
understand.
broadcast so late. It's
Yeah.
because he's busy doing
Yeah.
these kind of things.
until someone comes up to you and actually pushes the tips of your of your member down so that you can eject each other.
This is the thing you are an expert of.
I'm just saying. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Useless knowledge,
I hear
my
what you're
friend.
saying, Smalls.
Are you kidding? Do you know how much useless knowledge I have?
Oh, I thought you were gonna argue with me. That's not useless knowledge. It is useless
It's
knowledge.
completely useless knowledge.
One of these days, they're going to have to dock, and they'll know how.
Exactly. Yes, I
I will.
give tutorials. So, if you need help, I'll give you a hand. I won't charge you. But my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. And I charge them.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a thick
Well,
milkshake.
I'm not being vulgar.
The
I'm
first
not
rant
being
of the
gross.
night. Hopefully the last.
This is medical advice, which I am not a doctor, by the way.
Not a licensed doctor.
Medical advice. I'm not a doctor, by the way.
I can get my hands on many, many non-sterile latex gloves. Let me tell you. Prepare for inspection. It's so good. Okay.
But we're kind of talking about, I don't know. Yeah, we were, but now we're going to move on from Civil
We
War.
went from Civil War to docking. If that's not...
Hey, it's her fault. She said two pussies fighting again. So I immediately,
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But now everybody knows what docking is, so we're all good. Okay. Yes, Civil War... Let's face it. The new Spider-Man movie after the credits, if you haven't seen it, but Jonesy hasn't, stay after the credits for the scene. That was
Not
awesome.
Much. It's not much.
It's awesome, though.
It's good. It's a typical stinger.
But it's
Too
just so
short,
good.
not enough.
I
But
hate
it makes
singers.
a big
Just put him in
point.
the damn movie.
Yeah, it makes a big point.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing, is like, that gives you something to speculate.
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy with Howard the
Yeah.
She
Duck.
does have a good point. She's muted the whole time, so we can move on.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Next. All right. Well, let's talk about some video games then.
We're gonna put that big like hook thing and pull him off stage, and then right back on stage. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
for the hook that comes from the side. Just pulls me off the side.
We're not doing the Destiny news, by the way.
No Destiny news?
No.
Can I just mention it real quick?
Games we're playing. And
Oh, games we're playing? Okay. All right. Gotcha. Destiny update coming out late. All right. I mentioned it. Anyways, yes, games we're playing. Joe, Leroy, you guys have been on The Division for a long time on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
You have left me in the dust on my Xbox One. I'm totally
You're,
fucking with you.
you're
I'm
not
totally
even
getting
on
it.
when we're on anyway.
I know. I'm just kidding.
You
See,
worked
this is the
late during
response
the
I
week.
wanted to get. But
God forbid I would have said that in his drama text.
it's been a while.
Are any of us playing COD?
No.
I haven't played COD in a long time, Jonesy.
I will
okay.
try the Infinite Warfare when it comes out.
Nope.
I like the premise of it.
I'll play the storyline. I'm done with Call of Duty multiplayer.
It's all the same. That's why Advanced Warfare was nothing for me. I tried it, gave it back, That's why I love GameFly, is because you don't have to pay for the
I
fucking
think
games.
Black Ops was the last time I played a COD.
Really? Black Ops 3 is not terrible, but it's a Call of Duty game.
What
They're
about
all the same.
Battlefield 1 coming
I'm
out?
excited about that.
Yeah, Battlefield 1 coming out, World War 1. A very, very unexplored genre in the game
World
series.
War One, no one's really done that right.
Not at all.
But the engine has
Didn't Call of Duty start in one of those years?
Call of Duty started in
World War II.
They almost always start in World War II because World War One is basically horses and shit. But
Yeah,
if it's
right.
done right, I mean, you're talking Zeppelins, you're talking
Yep. Biplanes.
biplanes. I mean, there's some cool shit to happen in World War II. The gas warfare that blew my mind on the trailer
Oh, yeah.
when they're just going through the trenches and then the gas and the tear gas and you got to throw. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, because back then that gas, that would kill you within seconds. I mean, they would use cyanide gas and mustard gas,
Yeah.
all this neurological fucking gas that they didn't even bother using in World War II except in the fucking gas chambers in the concentration camps.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't imagine it'll be something I'll be completely addicted to.
No, I
I'll
don't
miss
think
the
so.
choppers and sniper combat and all that kind of stuff that you just don't have in
Yeah.
World War One. But you never know.
I think it might actually go along the lines of World at War when that came out, because World at War, one of the biggest issues that people had was that there were single-shot rifles. You had to fire again.
Yeah.
There was no repetitive. I mean, there was, but you had to work for them. But people would do mods for their controllers so that they didn't have to just do one shot reload.
I think there's
And-
3 reasons why they chose to do a World War One over just another rendition of Battlefield 5 or something like that. I mean, we talked about the World War One aspect, but getting yourself separated from COD and showing that you can make something completely different
Yes.
is big for them.
And they can do it. They can pull it off.
Yeah. And I just forgot what the third one was. Oh, to give you a, we'll see.
Treyarch and them and Infinity Ward are not doing Battlefield 1.
No, that's not what you said.
You just
They
said
want to.
He's talking about
They
the
don't-
studio's
differences
getting
between the
away
two.
from doing
I
Call of
didn't-
Duty.
No, they want to separate themselves from the whole modern.
Oh,
warfare
from
portion
like
of it.
okay, yeah.
If they're just
I see what you
competing
mean.
and making the most
you
modern
mean like
game,
Modern Warfare as in our time warfare? Okay, never mind.
right?
Yeah.
I thought you meant
keep up, Leroy.
Well, I thought you meant Call of Duty Modern Warfare,
Some producer.
like the series, the Modern Warfare series.
Anyway,
Read the article, Leroy.
what I'm
Read the
saying
article.
is, in Battlefield 4 and the recent expansions,
There's the
there was a
article.
lot of the, the hovering tanks and stuff that we saw in Battlefield 21, whatever it was or whatever.
Mhm.
So they could be doing this old version so that they can bring in the new fancy futuristic one later,
It's entirely
which
possible.
could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's a lot of stuff that they can explore with this, though, and a lot of people what they don't understand is that really, honestly, you may think you know about World War One, World War Two. Go research World War One a little bit more because it was actually way more deadly than World War Two ever was. There were at one point during the middle of the fighting, we were losing 10,000 people a day in combat. Yes, there was millions of people that were killed off. in
a
World
lot of
War
it
II,
wasn't
but-
even from the warfare. It was just sickness and
Oh yeah,
living in
diphtheria
trenches and all sorts of
dysentery.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, these men went through fucking hell.
like barely more advanced than Civil War
Yeah, exactly.
with tear gas.
And just out of the repacking rifle stage.
All I hope for is a little bit of Doom glory kill type things, because if it's close
Yeah.
combat in trenches, that'd be kind of neat.
That would be
To
kind
like
of cool.
bayonet some dude or
Yeah.
whatever. That'd be cool.
Some nice melee assassinations from behind would be kind of
which
cool.
which leads us into Doom.
Yes, yes.
I'm playing it. You played it.
I played it.
This Sally hasn't. I
Haven't
think
touched
it'll keep it up at night or something.
The one who has an awesome PC in order to run it and make it look really fucking good hasn't played one of the best games that we've ever played
in
yet.
4K.
Just tired of spending money on new games I never played.
Man, then just go get it from Redbox for a day.
They're up to $3 a day now.
Jesus. Either way,
Play Doom.
game's fantastic.
play
If you
Doom.
played the original Doom, if you appreciated that original Doom, it's the
I heard
exact
it's
same
great.
thing with unbelievably kick-ass graphics,
Yes.
incredibly gory, and the glory kills are so addictive.
It doesn't take itself seriously as Doom 3 did, and that's a good thing,
What's cool is they basically say those other games didn't exist
essentially.
because the character you are isn't the same person. So
And, oh, dude. Total throwbacks to original Doom and everything all the time. Jokes, it makes fun of itself. You know, it even references Terminator 2, the end scene
Yeah,
in Terminator 2.
that is freaking fantastic when you fall in the lava. and
Yes,
it's
you
there.
fall in the lava and your hand as it's going down does the whole Terminator thumb thing and it is down. It's perfect.
The game
is so
the
perfect.
game's great.
Yes.
But Bethesda does a wonderful job.
Mhm.
All their games are beautiful. They run excellent. They're not buggy. There's only really a couple studios out there that are making games that are really crazy solid. And
Agreed.
I would consider that to be Bethesda, Blizzard,
BioWare.
BioWare.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, glitchy
Even
as shit.
Activision is not as
You
good
know
as it
how many
used to
games
be.
come out these days where you buy it and it's completely broken?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah, Arkham Knight
let's face
completely broken for PC.
For PC.
yeah, for PC.
My
And it's
consoles
just
are working.
like, oh my god.
Well, look at Ubisoft with the Assassin's Creed
Ubisoft
series.
can't. Well, even the Division, they can't make a game that is just
Not
as good as they
hack-proof.
put it in E3
Yeah,
or
exactly.
not hack proof. Why can't they just?
I read an article about
Whatever.
why they can't make it hack proof now because the way they coded it, they would have to rewrite the code from ground up.
See, that's the problem. Whatever Ubisoft is doing, and whatever Blizzard and whatever Bethesda and BioWare are doing, are completely different animals.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
So they need to start listening. That's why I give my money to Blizzard. That's why
Mhm.
I give my money to Bethesda, because the games are worth
yeah,
the
they're
money.
solid. They're good games. Absolutely.
Why would you spend $60 on something that's broken?
And I bring up and I'm totally going to bring up the BioShock argument too. I don't like the game, but I completely respect what it is. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like it doesn't mean that it's not a good game. Right? I just couldn't get into it. I mean, it's that whole steampunk thing just really never gets me. But it's a fucking amazing looking game.
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap! But I mean, everything in this game is just awesome. It's so fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
There's platforming in it, so you have to go up and vertical, right? Vertical.
Yeah.
I always get those two confused, vertical and horizontal.
It's not just a running on rails. I mean, you're running and gunning, but you're hopping from one platform to the other and landing on a freaking demon, ripping off his arm and smacking him in the head with it. And then
Yes.
It's
Different
just well
animations
done.
for the different
it's
kills.
Totally a
Yeah.
90s platform type of game, but today's graphics and playability.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
And you know, the Space Marine that you are doesn't care about anything. So the person that's talking to him, he's like, "Be careful with that. It's the only one left." He just smashes it and just throws it. Doesn't even care.
Well,
He's
they
kicking and
really-
stomping elevators
See,
and
that's
shit.
the interesting part about the story, is that you don't know if he's a space marine.
Oh right, he
You
could
don't
have
really
just
know
found
who he
this.
is
Yeah.
because he's the guy from the original Doom, which is before they came up with stories. So you don't know who the
true.
Praetorian guy is. The armor is who you recognize, but the
Yeah.
person inside of it was in that sarcophagus or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, surrounded by pentagrams and
Right.
fucking bodies that were praying to him. And
So
stuff
who
like
knows?
that.
I haven't beaten it yet, but hopefully at the end it explains it a little bit.
I think it does.
And you notice the voice for that robot dude, right? The doctor?
he sounds familiar. That's not Ron Perlman, is it?
No, it sounds like the dude who does Optimus Prime.
Why am I drawing a blank now?
Wow.
No,
Holy
man.
shit! I'm tongue tied.
Mr.
Mr.
Transformer.
Transformer. But either way, if you
I
listen
am
to it,
tongue-tied.
watch a video of the guy's dialogue, you're going to be like, holy shit, it sounds just like Optimus Prime to me.
I will have to
Which
check
would be
that out.
sweet.
I will have to check that out. Before we go real quick, you got something brand new.
Yes.
Can you talk about it just a tad bit?
Yeah.
TikTok.
My Oculus Rift. Yes.
This motherfucker got Oculus Rift.
He's just like, yeah.
It's like, whatever.
Fucking virtual reality.
You know, I was excited about it. Now it's like,
Meh.
It's not as great as I thought it should have been.
Mhm.
So how long have I waited for it since the pre-orders got fucked?
He's such a nice guy. He's
Yeah.
going to let us try it out tonight before we leave the studio.
Really? Hell no.
That's what he
Are
told
you
me.
kidding? He won't want my greasy ass head touching
Gotta
those
put-
headphones.
You gotta put like a fucking napkin over your head.
You
I don't
gotta
want you.
wrap your
Don't want
head
you
in gauze before you fucking put that
soaking
shit
into
on.
my rubber gasket.
He's got a bucket of hand sanitizer.
The biggest
in the
complaint I
back
have
of
about
just dunk in.
besides the graphics aren't amazing. Like there's shitty like old school like renderings.
Are we talking about like Virtua
It's like
Fighter?
Minecraft almost.
Okay,
A lot of it's blocky and the colors not like 200 millions of colors. It's like 256 colors.
Oh, really?
Some of the environments that you get preloaded, like the room, like for the 360 room,
Mm.
and then you could like bring up windows of like your desktop and just surf the web in like a big window. That won't be 3D.
Mm.
It's like me looking at my flat screen monitor like this, being in a 3D environment. That's all it is.
Why wouldn't you just do that in real life?
That's the point, right? So
It totally defeats the purpose.
there is games that are like true 3D, but you're centered like Eve Valkyrie or whatever it is that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a standalone Eve game.
Oh, I played the beta for that.
Yeah,
That was...
you're
cool,
sitting
actually.
in the cockpit of the fighter all the time. You could turn your head and see yourself, like a body of yourself.
Yeah.
The graphics aren't great, but it's awesome. I got motion sickness playing that game.
Oh, shit.
Not
a
like
one
completely.
thing
I didn't get
unfair.
like very motion sickness. Like I was doing like so many spins,
Oh, yeah.
like trying to chase like Top Gun shit. I was trying to chase people, and they're always turning, and I'm always turning. I'm just like, and I'm trying to look while turning, and I'm just like, my stomach's like, oh. And I'm like, what's wrong with me all of a sudden? It was
Oh, I've heard of people putting that thing
Yeah.
on and just puking like
Yeah, it's
5
motion
seconds
sickness.
in.
because
Yeah.
your body's not doing anything,
Yeah.
but the senses are being overloaded.
That's creepy. I don't know if I want to try it, dude. I'm like,
So the main point
Oh, I
I
wanna
have,
try it.
the main problem I have with
I've
it,
tried the Samsung one. I've tried the Google Cardboard one. I've tried the other one.
yeah.
the
one of
field
them.
of view is not wide enough.
Wow,
It should be 180. It's only like 150.
So the peripherals aren't...
So you
completely-
always
Yeah.
see like a glass border, like a black border, and I
Mm.
hate it.
I'm wondering if it's suffering from the Nintendo Virtua Boy syndrome.
Oh,
Virtual
God.
Boy.
You remember
That used to make
Virtual
people
Boy?
really sick too.
Yeah.
Man.
But that was the same thing. There were two screens, and obviously, if you guys don't know what a Virtua Boy is, fucking look that shit up.
Probably
Because,
just, some of them were probably too young.
I'm sure. That's what I'm saying. You probably don't know what it is. It was a red. Everything was red. The controller was black and red. The piece was, but basically, it was a Game Boy style circuitry in this case that conformed to your face, right? But there were two screens on the inside of it, and they were offset from each other, so that's where you got your 3D from. But it was all red. Everything was red and black.
Yeah, because it was just a line matrix.
Exactly. So when you were looking at everything, you would get migraine headaches because one eye couldn't focus properly all the time. So everybody got headaches. I had this thing. Real Stunt Panda on Twitch chat says, sorry, just dropped in. What are y'all talking about? VR headsets. Yes, and he remembers Virtua Boy. They had, Wario was one of the games. They had Pong. They had tennis. They had I don't know, they may have had a Star Fox game. I can't remember, but I know that there was a flight sim game. But it was just terrible. It was utterly terrible. And Nintendo lost so much money on that because people were just bringing them back. Kids were getting sick. They couldn't take it. Nothing. So you could get them dirt cheap on eBay now for like nothing. Nobody wants them.
Well, who wants to pay for a migraine headache?
Yeah, who
Well,
wants to
exactly, but it's the
Yeah, who wants to pay
nostalgia,
for migraine
right?
headaches?
Well, who wants to, dude? Who wants to pay for?
I don't
a
really get it,
fucking-
though.
How big is this thing actually? I'm curious.
Oh,
The glasses are
Oculus
just
Rift?
like, they come out the hair.
Yeah, can you grab it and show people?
No, it's wired.
Oh,
Come on,
I'm not going to unplug it and fucking rerun the wires and
go
shit.
get the box then. You get the box.
he's got it all wire
The
managed.
box is like a bit, like this bit.
Real Stunt Panda wants to see it.
Ooh, I remember that tennis game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Virtual
That
Boy
was
tennis
fun.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nintendo used to come out with some pretty odd stuff.
Yeah, they
It
did.
was-
Oh, they had a Metroid game for it too. A Metroid side scroller.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, and that was fun. I remember sitting down at the table and adjusting myself. And that's the thing too. This thing didn't strap to your head. It was on a tripod, so you had to put it on a flat table surface and put your face up to it like
Yeah.
this, almost like you're sitting in an eye
Which is
doctor
uncomfortable
chair.
to begin with.
Exactly. Yeah. Super duper uncomfortable. And it was clunky. It would tip over all the time. If you push forward too much, the thing would just go toppling. The games wouldn't work properly because they were cartridge based.
I knew the controller looked familiar. It reminds me of the GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was that thin, the real close, thin
Yeah.
together ones. Yeah.
See, I remember when I had the GameCube, I was like, man, this thing looks so familiar. Now I know why.
I love the GameCube controllers. They were so cool.
I love the GameCube. I thought it was pretty sweet.
I still have my GameCube. Yeah.
I have two of them. I don't know where I got one of them.
Are they both working?
Yeah, you're not getting them though because they're on a truck on their way to Florida.
I was going to say, I'll buy one off you.
Yeah,
My
tripod.
sister
You had to
wants
put your
one.
face
I'm
to
not
it.
sure if they're still
It was an
working, but
interesting
I-
idea, but poorly implemented. Of course, poorly implemented. Especially if you just got home from your friend's house after saying, "Oh, I got the Virtua Boy," and then you're running all over the neighborhood telling everybody. You get up and there's greasy sweat and boy drippings all over you. And you
Yeah, but
you
imagine
put
if you
your
had the
face on
Virtual
this
Boy
thing.
and you're sporting the Power Glove. It's like
The
cyber.
Power Glove, the most useless accessory ever.
You know what? I think what
For
would
the
make
games that they played with, though, I liked it.
I would totally buy one of those and put it on one of those like hand things and just
You just let it sit as a piece
let
of
it
art.
chill.
Yes,
because that's how effective it actually was.
dude. All the Power Glove was a controller mounted on a glove. It didn't do anything else.
No, it had you could throw, like, the one game was like a
it had
dodgeball
the
type
motion.
game.
Did it have a motion thing on it?
Yeah.
I could have
It
sworn
wasn't
it
like
was
a
just
Wii
a
'cause
controller.
it was,
Yeah.
you know, too big.
I wonder if
or
it had
too-
the same light technology as the light gun for Duck
I think
Hunt.
it did actually.
Yeah,
Oh, you remember the bazooka thing
the
too?
Power
Bazooka,
Glove. There's a
I
whole
had-
terrible
See,
movie
Nintendo
about
used
it.
to
Yes,
come up with
there
some
is.
pretty sweet shit.
Yeah, they were innovators. Where is this shit now?
I know.
No, now
right?
they just come up with huge controllers and call it a fucking new
Eh,
system.
Yeah, and not come up with the times on everybody else and join the multiplayer world,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I'm sorry.
Who
okay.
knows? Maybe that NX thing would be better.
I hope so, but listen, if I have to, and I have a Wii too. We never play it, but on occasion I will.
And they're
It-
partnering with Microsoft lately. Which
Yes.
is a good idea.
Yes, they are. But if I have to enter in a 16-digit code to get you as my friend,
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
man.
that
friend
knee
code
stuff
shit
was
No.
such a pain.
Yeah, it's just garbage. But they were the first ones to implement for the GameCube. They had the Game Boy game adapter
Yeah.
that you took and put on top of, or you took the GameCube and put it on top of the thing, and you just slid the Game Boy game in, and you could play it on your TV.
Yeah,
it was
that so
awesome.
sweet.
There you go, $42 on eBay.
Yeah, see, they're not much at all.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I just got done packing up all my crap.
Yeah, they don't
saying,
need anymore.
what do we do with all
Need
this stuff like
anymore.
my Retro Lancer and everything? I know I need to.
I just found, I was going through some boxes the other day, and I just found my Game Boy Color. It was a clear case color right after they came out with the white case Game Boy. Right, so it's a first year edition. And it had the Game Genie on it. Remember the Game Genie? You had a little book in the back of the Game Genie that had all the codes for all the different games. Castlevania, Metroid, you put in those codes, Infinite Lives, Contra, all that kind of stuff. Oh,
Shit's
yeah.
so
man.
impossible now. You can't crack games like that anymore.
Yeah, he's right. Or he or she. I don't know if you're a male or
The
female.
real Stud Panda.
Yeah. Panda does bring a good point. They did make a movie all about the Power Glove.
Yes, they did.
What was that called? I might have to watch that too.
I wouldn't be able to watch it. I just saw images of like the 80s characters. I'm like,
Some
oh
of them
my
are
God.
pretty bad.
It's like
but I'll
Bill
force
Gates
myself to
and with, like, long
reevaluate
hair.
my
Okay.
childhood with that stuff.
Best use of Power Glove in a movie that I can recall? Kung Fury, baby.
Oh yeah, it
my
was.
God.
Yes, bitch. I'm going to hack you through time.
Was it the Wizard? The Wizard was the Power Glove movie?
Wizard. That sounds
Oh, yeah,
kind of
with,
familiar.
Fred Savage.
Yeah.
About his younger brother was like a mute or something, and all he did was play video games. And he ended up winning like a world championship or something.
Hey, that brought up something that really didn't even exist majorly until now. Esports,
Yeah.
Yeah.
way back.
Good call out, Panda. Good call out.
But
I mean, dude, you can even go as far back as Nintendo Power.
Yeah, Nintendo Power Magazine.
I
Yeah.
used to love the magazine.
I used to love them too, man.
Still around though, is it?
Yeah, still around. I think
think-
they're.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll
we're
start-
bringing back some childhood memories, man. So you're
know,
probably
dude.
around the same age as
He's like,
us
yes,
too.
I'm a dude.
Yeah,
Old
I'm an old dude.
Hey,
That's
we're
it,
almost 40.
man. Why you gotta bring that up, man? Why you gotta
Said almost.
shit on my
I would love to
age, B?
have a retro cast.
We totally should. Actually, yes, we should. I mean, you were trying to build a game cabinet
Yeah.
for some of the retro arcade titles, and I'm not talking about like console arcade.
have
I'm talking
the,
about arcade.
I have the 2 6-button joystick setup going
Yeah, you do.
that my buddy
yeah.
Larry made.
Yeah, there it is right there. That would be awesome when it would be done, because
Yeah, Larry stopped getting into it right now. So
he did.
He's got a lot of shit going on. So
I get
That's
it.
another thing you could have.
us
up here.
family
And then
man,
our viewers could see
right?
it.
Us family men,
Yeah.
Family.
wife,
Nope.
kids, and
The single guy.
Wait,
Single
Panda,
guys, I'm out.
Panda says he just acts like he's a hipster pretending to be old.
Oh, hipster. Ugh.
It's okay. We love everybody. I love everybody. Joe hates everybody equally, so that's.
I'm Irish.
I'm not racist.
I'm all right.
Hey, what are you
Yeah,
gonna
everybody
do?
equal.
Hate everybody equally. All right. Well, I think that's gonna do it for tonight. It's getting a little bit late. We had some good conversations on this cast too. So I just want to, Joe's
Only
not
one
gonna
bad
be,
moment.
Which
That's
oh,
your opinion. I think the docking was crucial. And I think they would agree with that.
yes.
No.
If you want more, go to
Fill out
geeksamok.com.
the surveys.
Yeah, fill out the surveys. Yes, if you guys liked our
Leave us some
show,
feedback.
if you enjoyed our show, please go to www.geeksamok.com, geeksamok.com. Fill out our survey. It helps us out. I know we've been, on a little bit of a hiatus, but we're going to start getting things back going. So go back and listen to some other shows. All of them can be found on the website. Even the Star Wars podcast that we do called Sith Yourself, so that's on there too. You can go follow us on Facebook. We're also on Twitter at Geeksamok, all one word. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, all that kind of stuff. We always do. I mean, we do a lot of twitching.
Yes,
So
we all basically Twitch
yeah,
Sometimes.
individually. Well,
I got your back
Leroy
there.
not as much as me and Frank, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm on a weird schedule. I work 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. So I Twitch really late when I do Twitch. So, and I usually play Destiny. I'll go from Destiny to Doom to Battlefront, a whole bunch of different games. So I span the gambit. But as opposed to right now, just hit us up if you got any messages or you want to talk to us. Shoot us an email right on the website.
Yeah, shoot us a follow. We like saying shoot us.
Yeah, shoot.
We're from Chicago, so we got a lot of funny things.
Great. Thank you for subscribing there, Real Stunt Panda. We appreciate it. And we encourage everybody to do it. Spread the word, too. We want to start getting our numbers up. So if you guys have Twitch channels, hey, let's get some co-sharing on there, baby. We'll do some.
If you dock with me,
streaming
I'll
too.
dock with you.
Dock with us. Yes.
Oh, damn. I didn't
What's
even
that?
have the... I just
I
realized...
didn't even have the podcast recording.
No! I had the thing that changes...
Some producer.
The thing that changes who's
is why I'm
following.
God.
Yeah, see? Now it's changing the most recent follower. It wasn't changing.
Oh, it wasn't?
There was like 4 people that have been following us since the beginning of the show.
Oh,
and it
I'm
hasn't been updated. Sorry. I had it up, but I don't know why it got closed.
All you gotta do is go to a local community college, hire some nerdy kid that's in whatever in web design, and say, "Hey, intern for the podcast and for the Twitch feed. Come to our studio."
No, we just need a web designer.
nice.
We need somebody to redo the web. That's
Dude,
the only
there's
thing
kids
that
out
We
there
need
that'll do
a
it.
Silicon Valley and put an incubator right
Oh,
there.
you watching that?
Fuck yes, I do, man.
Great
Silicon
show.
Valley is the shit.
I'm like so into that show because it's
Oh, it's right up your alley, man.
so much up my alley.
I watch it almost just for the interactions between TJ Miller and everybody else because he is just amazing. But I think the Mike Judge is a genius.
Yeah.
That show is so hilarious, and it just comes on after Game of Thrones.
Yep.
So after I get done furiously masturbating to Game of Thrones, I just clean up with Silicon Valley.
Thanks for the mental image. Whoa, Daenerys.
It's like that Deadpool cutaway with him and the unicorn. Oh, you weren't meant to see that.
I always think of the baby hand.
I bet it feels huge in
Oh,
his
wow.
hand.
Real Stunt Panda's a CTO. Had a startup.
Oh, wow. Awesome. If
Well, if
you
you
need a
wanna help us
podcast,
Hey, what city? What state you live in?
it doesn't matter.
I need a
Doesn't
job.
matter.
I'm looking to move.
Yeah, right?
I need a tech job.
Of course, if it's Silicon Valley, that's not any cheaper than living there.
Yeah, but you know what? We make an incubator, dude. I will play the TJ Miller role
Tired
and just
of
sit
our-
there.
Illinois, Texas.
Oh my god. Yeah, we don't need any more of this shit. We need to move west, or in Joe's case, southeast.
Straight south.
Well, no, it's diagonal.
Mostly south.
It's all
A little bit east.
Yeah, you're going.
Yes.
Or actually, from your view, it would be like that.
Yes. Are you gonna cry when the cast ends? Because it's basically,
Don't make, you can start crying now.
except for when I happen to fly in or something like that.
Where's the
I do the
the
visit?
sad Hulk music? Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna miss you, Joe.
AKA free workers. So yeah, he's in Florida too.
Hey, dude! Joe is moving
what part
to
of Florida?
Where you moving?
LinkedIn, bitches!
Boom.
LinkedIn.
I'm moving to Tampa.
Tampa, nice.
Yeah.
We have 3 employees and about 10 interns, aka free workers.
I told you that's the way to do
Yeah,
it.
I know, right?
Once
there-
I get settled in there, I'll be starting my own studio.
He's gonna try to compete with me.
No,
He's
I don't
near
wanna
Daytona
compete with
Beach.
you.
Uh huh.
I would hope I could still be part of Geeks and
No,
Mind.
you
I
will
mean,
be. You
Jesus.
still be.
He says he's near Daytona Beach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll cover over there.
There you go.
I was gonna say, I did mention that to me and Nat, one of our other listeners, is thinking of starting a cast. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to come up with ideas.
It's gonna be the new Tech Talk.
I'll totally do a TED Talk. because
No,
I'll
it
do
will be
lots
the
of
new
shit.
Tech Talk.
That's-
They're
I
gonna
mean-
be- Joe's replacing me with Nat.
I'll just take over. Dude,
This guy's not going to talk to me about tech shit.
I wanted
Right,
to
that-
do a
that's
TED
not
Talk
my
about
alley,
the,
man.
The Oculus Rift the other day, but he's so busy. being a family guy.
I know the family shit ruins everything else.
I'm a single dude, man. All I got time to do is work and cast.
do you know
and
Ruby on Rails?
Stream and
The only
Ruby on Rails.
Ruby on Rails.
He says, "Do you know Ruby on Rails?" He's probably like a.
No,
that might be a local thing down there. He's not down there yet.
not down there yet. It's not Chicago, but you know, should be interesting.
Jonesy says, "Holy shit! There's a huge fucking horsefly."
That's random.
That's extremely random, but awesome. And I know what she's talking about. Dude, those horseflies get fucking huge, man. Those things are like the size of my bottle cap, and they hurt. You ever been bitten by a horsefly before?
Oh yeah, big ones like that big
Yeah.
out west.
But you know what? The funny thing is that they're not actually biting you. That's their acid from their stomach. They're regurgitating on you,
It's
and that's
gonna
a
eat me.
burn.
Yeah, you get a couple, 2-3 of those.
Couple, 2-3.
in your house, and you're gonna be running like
Ruby on Rails is his company. I'm guessing.
Oh, shout out for Ruby on Rails.
I'll look you up when I get home.
Little free plug there. Little free plug. Ding. Don't
Nice.
worry. My answering machine will call your answering machine. They'll do lunch.
So
and we'll
Leroy's
dock.
already cyber stalking you.
Yeah.
It's
And we'll
sweet.
dock.
No, I was googling Ruby on Rails. I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah,
it was,
sure,
I
call
thought
what
he
you
was
want.
trying to like see if you know of a same place in the area or whatever. But yeah, it's really a software thing he was asking about.
Gotcha.
That's okay. Still new contact.
Boom.
Booyakasha.
Hit me up, buddy.
All up in your face. All right. Well, that's going to do it for episode 64, right? We were at episode 64? Yeah, it was episode 64. I was right. Ding! That's going to do it for episode 64 at geeksamok.com. Joe, we love you, my friend. We wish you safe travels to
Thank
your
you.
journey to the center of Geriatric Park.
Geriatric Park.
It's
Yes.
God's waiting room, my friend.
That's fine. It's
But it's your
more
opportunity.
real estate for me when they die.
Exactly. The women for spring break. The women that are already down there. It's good.
You know, I could be the Bear in Paradise podcast.
The bear impaired. You know what the bear stands for.
Yeah, you know what a bear is, right?
Yes, I do.
He's a power top.
Is he trying to tell us something?
No.
Dude, you're doing an M&M from the interview.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gay. What, you didn't know? Like, all my lyrics are about sucking dick. Like, really? You didn't know I was gay? Are you pulling it? You're doing that on
Eminem
us
did
now.
that?
Yeah.
He did. It was in the movie. You've seen the interview, right?
No. Oh, the interview?
With
Oh,
him
yeah,
and
yeah.
Seth Rogen
Yeah,
about
yeah,
killing.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says that. He's in the chair. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gay. And everybody's just going ape shit. Like, wait, what are you just fucking saying? His publicist is coming in. Shut it down! Shut it down! Fuck no, we ain't shutting it down.
Shut it down. Shut it
It
all
was
down.
great. That movie was so good. All right, we're gonna get out of here. But yes, Joe, thank you for being on our show. Obviously, you will be remote on occasion when you can,
I'll remote whenever you want.
when it is feasible for you. But no, we
Well,
wanna,
that doesn't
we
really
wanna thank
change
you.
because I travel constantly anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta work on your internet connections. Or it could have been my internet connection now.
I think it was your internet connection.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know what? I'm
my
pretty
internet
sure it
connection
was
is
Some
Some
IT guy you are.
My internet connection is
Actually, you know what? That would describe the lag issues that we had
Whole
with our
time I've been
guests.
saying something with your port config, man. It's something with your ports are messed up. No. I feel it's all open. I got to port forward and go.
You know what it was?
Yeah.
It was my downloading program pulling
No.
in so many open connections on ports that were blocked that it was hosing up the
Okay.
network.
I
Same
remember some
scenario?
shit from college. Maybe not most of it, but some of it.
Okay, same scenario. He pulled the shit on Destiny with me. Right? You remember Icebreaker? No, you can't fucking upgrade that thing with an exotic shard. You can't do that. What does he do in the same sentence? As he's saying it, goes in there and upgrades it with an exotic shard.
See, Leroy kind of
Yeah.
switches things around a little bit sometimes.
He's a lot like me, where I like to think I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't.
Whoa, no.
But
no,
Leroy
no,
is the
no.
type that actually does know what he's talking
I
about.
was gonna say I do know what I'm talking
So
about.
you didn't really finish it.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
But that's like,
I
I
didn't
don't want to
decide
listen
it.
to you. I already know. You know,
So I didn't stop you right away.
What are
I
you
was like-
doing over there, man?
this thing is like moving around on me.
Because you
It's,
fucking play with it so much, it's loose.
I mean, it is
Man.
par for course to take out.
yeah. This is.
right,
what's
let's wrap
happening.
this shit up
All right, goodbye.
for the 30th time.
I love you all. Thank you for our new members for hooking us up and tuning into us. Until next time, peace out, my ninjas. I love you all.